Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical professional or a nutritionist, nothing like that. I'm simply just a lady that lost weight, and I'm sharing what helped me. Hi guys, how are y'all doing today? I hope you guys are doing great, as always. So this week I thought I would make a video about talking about the weight loss, my weight loss journey. And you guys know how I've been on this weight loss journey for like ever. It's like really a journey because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's going real slow. And it's mainly my fault, honestly. It's mainly my fault because it's just hard, you know? It's like, oh, like, I just want to stay away from all those bad things that don't help me lose weight. And I just can't seem to do that. Like, I seem to fall back into, not into old habits, because I literally changed the way I eat a lot, but I don't know. I feel like I really haven't been buckling down like the way I should be to reach my goal. And I haven't dropped any more weight. I'm still stuck at 257, and which is great. I mean, it's not great because that's still like really high, but you know, it's better than what I used to weigh, which was 378. Oh, I even hate saying that. It like, just can't believe I got to that weight. But anyway, so this video is gonna be about 4 things that you can do that will work for sure. Well, I'm not gonna say for sure because you never know, but that have worked for me in the past. And I kind of just, like I said, haven't been doing these things right, like the way I should be, because I haven't been losing any weight, and I know it's my fault. So I'm gonna share with you guys the 4 tips that I'm gonna start doing that helped me actually drop the 120 pounds. And I'm stuck because I've stopped following those 4 things the way I used to do it. So I'm gonna tell you guys what they are, and maybe we can start following them together. Yeah, because I need to listen to my own advice. I know that these tips have worked for me in the past. They helped me lose substantial amount of weight, 120 pounds, as I mentioned before. If I haven't mentioned it before. But yeah, so that's what this video is going to be about. And let me go ahead and take a drink of water. And I love this water, guys. And this is not a commercial. And this is sponsored by Flow. No, no, I love this water. The Flow, and my favorite is this one, the rose strawberry flavor. So good. You know, it reminds me, it reminds me like of a light winey taste, kind of. You know, I don't drink, but it reminds me of a light wine taste. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of this water because I'm thirsty. And of course I'm gonna use it in my fancy cup, because you know, we gotta keep it 100. Ay, ay, ay. Guys, for real, I am not. Okay. All right, let me take a drink. Cheers. So good. I love this water. Anyway, so the 4 tips that I'm going to tell you guys, and the 4 tips that I'm going to start following myself, because guys, I need to get out of the 50s. I need to get out of the 50s. I need to go into the 40s now, into the 240s. Like, I need to. And I'm going to buckle down, and I'm going to follow these tips to the T, and I'm going to do it. Okay, so let's start. Tip number 1, don't drink sugar. And I know some of you are like, what are you talking about? I don't drink sugar. Don't drink sugar. Don't drink anything that has sugar in it. That includes any soft drinks, Cokes, juices. Even the juices say 100% no sugar added. If you flip it around, you look at that sugar, it's gonna be like 20 something grams, 30 grams per serving. And then sometimes there's 2 or 3 servings or 2.5 servings in one container. So you gotta watch out for those sugars. So don't drink your sugars. Don't drink your sugars. I haven't stopped doing it. I still don't drink sugar because I can't. Because I'm kind of like a little bit borderline diabetic, and I've already talked about this on my channel. So I don't drink sugar. So that I'm still doing. I know it helps me a lot with controlling my blood sugar levels on that, because I have no issues with that whatsoever. So thank goodness for that tip, because it's really been working for me. So that's tip number 1, don't drink your sugars. If you crave something sweet, get yourself a sugar-free drink. Sometimes they're even sweeter than the regular ones. Let me tell you, some of those sugar-free drinks are, whoo! I'm like, no. I have to like water them down sometimes. One time I bought these lemonades from Sam's, and I took a drink and I was like, ooh, that is sweet. I literally had to water it down because it was way too sweet. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Don't drink your sugars. Just water. Water, like I said, if you crave something sugary, go with sugar-free. I know it's not like the healthiest thing, but neither is sugar. So, you know. But for the most part, just try to drink water. Water, water, water. Water is your friend. Whether it's bottled water, flow water, sparkling water, whatever type of water you want to drink, as long as it's water. Water, water, water. I love spring water, that's my favorite, but you know, water is water, man. And tip numero 2. Tip number 2 is don't eat processed foods. Leave all processed foods. I know that sounds a little harsh, right? It's not that bad. And this is a part that I've actually been a little bit backpedaling on. I've been a little bit getting more comfortable and eating those little chips and eating a little bit more processed foods here and there. I have actually been getting comfortable doing this, incorporating this into my diet, and I'm gonna cut it out because processed foods, number 1, are full of sugar or full of salt, or full of sugar, or full of salt, full of fat, full of crap we don't need. So, and sometimes they're so processed so that way they'll last, you know, they'll have a longer shelf life, that we don't even know what they put in them. Like some of this stuff, you look at the labels and they're like that big. I'm like, what's all that? But you know, they have to put it in there, I guess, to like make them last longer. And they're loaded with all this stuff that we don't need. So no processed foods. And yeah, processed foods are like anything that's pre-made, like anything pre-cooked. Like for example, anything that's already made that you buy in the frozen food section and you just warm up, that's processed food. Any chips are processed food. Turkey meats, deli meats, some cheeses are processed. Not all cheeses, but some cheeses are processed, like the singles, they're super processed, and those should not be in your diet. You should get the singles that are like natural, that don't have all that don't look like, you know, like plastic. So leave all processed foods. If you must have a chip, try to get the ones that are the least processed. Look at the label. Does it say, you know, corn, salt, pepper, garlic, whatever? Look at the ingredients, you know. The more ingredients, the more processed it is. So me, whenever I'm craving chips, I usually try to get the tortilla chips that don't have that many ingredients in them, that it's just like the tortilla chip, salt, you know, whatever. Or you know what, even the Fritos, they're not that bad. They're not that processed. They're still processed, I know, but they're not that bad. So if you must, as a treat, as a snack, every now and then, choose the ones that have the least amount of ingredients. So if you know, that's the best bet, as long as processed foods. But try to cut all processed foods from your diet and have them just as like a little snack, a little treat here and there, if you must. So that's tip number 2. cut processed foods. And moving on to tip number 3. Okay, número 3. No fried foods. Don't fry your food. Don't get fried foods at restaurants. Don't eat fried foods. That is so important because I know we all like fried foods. I love fried chicken. That's like my favorite food. Probably my favorite food. It used to be pizza, but now it's changed. My favorite food now is fried chicken. I love fried chicken. I could have fried chicken any day. But guys, they are so bad for us. Fried foods are so bad for us. Like, just think about it, you know? They're getting, say for example, okay, let's look at fried chicken. So they get the piece of chicken. They put spices on it. Okay, that's good. Okay, then they put it in then they bread it with like whatever they bread it with, flour or, you know, whatever they use to bread it with, baking powder. I don't know what else they put in it. And then after that, they're getting it and they're dumping it in like this much of oil, literally. Like, it just submerged in there so it can get nice and crispy, right? And then we're eating that. It absorbs all that oil. And even if you don't feel it, even if you don't really, you know, see it or taste it, but it absorbs a lot of oil, guys. A lot of oil, a lot of salt. So good. But it's so bad for us. If you love fried foods and you must have a fried snack, then try to like cut it down. I would say, I don't know, 1 meal per week or something. Something like that, something drastic, or 1 meal every 2 weeks. Like, seriously, because fried foods are horrible for us. Horrible. And they have so much fat, so much calories, so much empty everything. They are just horrible for us. They're good. They taste good. They make you happy. But they are horrible for us. So try to avoid fried foods at all costs. And here's tip number 4. Número 4. Number 4. I'm so annoying today, am I? Am I annoying today? I feel like I'm like a little annoying today. I think it's this turtleneck. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm over here dressed like it's December. No, but I'm gonna tell you the story about this turtleneck real quick. I made an order online from Lane Bryant because they were having a sale, right? So like I was like, oh, I have to order all these things. And I made my order. I got my package and I was so happy with it. And then like 2 weeks later, I get another package from Lane Bryant. And I'm like, what? Did I buy something when I don't remember? Like, I don't remember ordering anything else. And this shirt was in there. Guys, I don't remember buying this shirt. Like, I know I bought it because I went back into my account and I logged in. And I bought it. Apparently it was on sale because, hello, we're like in the summer and it's a turtleneck. I guess it was a really good deal and I bought it and I don't even remember. Must have done it late at night when I was asleep or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's the story about my turtleneck here. And that's why I'm wearing it, because I'm like, hey, I can't wear it outside, but I can wear it for a video. Okay, well, let's go to tip number 4. Eat less. I know, that sounds like, okay, like common sense, eat less. And I say this with all my honesty, because I can eat quite a bit. So even if it's healthy foods, I tend to, if I like it, I tend to overeat because I like it and I love the way it tastes. But if you really like, I don't want to say measure, but like get your plate, you know, what you're gonna eat, your, you know, veggies, your potato and your piece of chicken or whatever it is, portion it out. And this is what I'm gonna eat. This is it. Like, I'm not gonna get seconds. Even if you kind of still feel hungry, the first week or so, your stomach is a muscle and it's gonna shrink. And soon enough, you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna get used to eating smaller portion. So whenever you're trying to eat a bigger portion, you're gonna get full and you're gonna say, no, I can't eat that no more. And the reason I know this, hold on, I'm taking another drink. And the reason I know this is because that happened to me. When I was bigger, when I was almost 380 pounds, I could eat a lot. Like, I could literally sit down and eat probably a whole medium pizza and wings. Like, I could eat a lot. And as I started changing my eating habits, and as I started eating less and eating, you know, better quality foods, so I started noticing something was happening. When I would try to eat the way I used to eat, even now, I know that I say I overeat, but I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. Like, if I try to even eat more than, like, say for example, I get pizza. If I try to eat, if I eat 2 slices, I eat 2 slices very comfortably. On my 3rd slice, I already start feeling it. My stomach is like saying, girl, you better stop. It starts feeling like I'm full, like I'm stretching it out or something. So like I'll eat 2 slices and then I'll try to eat my 3rd, and I usually won't finish it because I feel full. That's one thing, you know, that your stomach is a muscle. Your stomach will shrink. If you feed it less, your stomach will shrink. Of course, don't overdo it, you know, like just measure your portion out to a healthy portion, you know. We all know what a healthy portion is. Not too much, not too little, just right for you. Enough to satiate you, but not to like leave you in a coma, in a food coma. So just, you know, those 4 tips, those are my 4 tips that I will give you guys, and that I'm gonna start incorporating back into my diet, into my lifestyle, because this is a lifestyle. It's not really a diet. It's not really anything like that. It's a lifestyle. You know, you have to change your lifestyle. You have to change the way you eat. You have to change your habits. Every now and then, it's okay to cheat. But for the most part, I would say 90% of the time, if you're good, it's going to help. Because that's what helped me lose the 120 pounds that I've already mentioned before. But anyway, so I'm going to do that, guys. And I bet you anything, the next video, or maybe not the next video, but pretty soon, I'm going to be on here saying I'm in the 240s. I'm really annoying today. I'm so annoying, I'm annoying myself. So I better go. But those are my 4 tips for y'all, for my weight loss tips that I'm going to incorporate into my diet, and I hope that they help you too. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical professional or a nutritionist, nothing like that. I'm simply just a lady that lost weight, and I'm sharing what helped me. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.